Today's recipe is sea bass en papillote with fennel and tomato. What's en papillote?
En papillote is French for cooking with parchment paper. So this is a simple, clean, and healthy way to steam fish.
Okay, terrific. Let's get going.
We'll begin with our pre-cut pieces of parchment paper, which are cut into the shape of a heart.
How cute.
Yes. And we're going to use, we have a black sea bass here, which we're going to use.
Now, what other kinds of fish can you use?
You could use any white, flaky flesh fish. Today we're going to be using the sea bass. Just keep in mind that that will take a little bit longer to cook than maybe using tilapia.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, and we'll begin with a crushed garlic clove, which we're going to add olive oil and a little bit of salt to. And we're going to rub this on top of our fish.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to add a quartered orange slice and basil chiffonade.
What's chiffonade?
Yeah, that's kind of a confusing one. It actually refers to thin strips of basil. You can also do chiffonade vegetables. With the basil, what you want to do is stack the leaves on top of one another, roll them up, and slice. And that way you will get thin strips of basil. See?
Oh yeah, I love basil.
Yeah, it smells good, doesn't it?
It sure does.
So we'll just add about a tablespoon. And then we're going to be adding our diced tomato and either fennel or leek.
What's the difference between fennel and leek?
They're actually very different. Fennel has sort of, it's also known as anise, and it has sort of a licorice flavor to it. Now don't let that scare you. I am not a fan of licorice, but I really enjoy fennel flavor. The fennel has, it's kind of a crunchy feel to it, whereas the leek, when the leek cooks, it cooks down a little bit more. The leek is from the onion family, so it will impart more of an onion flavor onto the fish.
So the fennel is a very light taste.
Very light, yes.
Okay.
Sprinkle some fennel on top, and then we have our orange juice and vanilla here, but I think we should place this on the cookie sheet first so we don't have a mess. Let's put that right under there. And drizzle the orange juice and vanilla on top. And the orange juice and the vanilla are going to actually act as the steaming agent.
I got you. So you seal it in so nothing escapes.
Right, right. Start by twisting this, sealing it into like a little pouch. There we go.
Wow, that looks wonderful.
Yeah. So we're going to place that into a preheated 450-degree oven for about 10 minutes.
Shall I go do that?
Yes, please. Okay. Thank you. That fish smells good.
Do you think it's ready to take out?
I do.
All right.
Ooh, that looks great.
Wow, that looks terrific.
All right, I'll use my fork. Now, you can tell that the parchment has browned a little bit while cooking, and that's normal.
But all the juices are still inside.
That's right. Let's give this a shot, see what this tastes like. Now we're going to cut an X on the top of the parchment paper. And really that's just for show, because you're just going to peel the paper away. Then you have a very nice presentation, especially if you serve this with a tossed salad with reduced calorie vinaigrette dressing. This would be a great meal. Why don't you give that a taste?
I sure will. That's really interesting. Fennel has a very light taste.
Right. So it's not a very overpowering taste. It's a very simple taste. With
It's terrific.
Great.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. To print this recipe with nutritional information and to find many other recipes,
please visit our website.